Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra and I am the owner behind Rosie Made Co. I specialize in crochet. So last time I saw you, I did a July wrap up. I don't think I'm gonna do a June one because I haven't made any personal projects. I have been crocheting a lot, but none of them are for myself. Something super exciting has happened. I signed up for my first market. Drum roll, please. Also, I think I gained 2 or 3 more followers from the last video. So thank you to the 2 or 3 people that followed me. I really appreciate you liking my content enough to follow, and hopefully we can do this journey together. But so we have a market coming up. Today is August 4th and the market is August 28th, Saturday. The reason why I picked this market specifically is because it was indoor and they provided the table. It's actually a TGC and collectibles trading show. I talked with the market runner or vendor, the person who's in charge of the vendors. She informed me that there are 2 other crochet people that will be there, but they are plushie artists and I don't really do, like, plushies isn't my main focus, so I thought it would be okay. I think this will be still a good idea, at least to get my, like, foot in the water or dip my toes in the water. Anyways, all that to say, we are at about $234 worth of inventory, and that is a combination of what I crocheted in July and also some of the things that I already had in back inventory from, like, before, what I had crocheted before I took my break. So I'm pretty happy with that, but I still definitely have a lot more that I want to get done. So let's talk about this week. So this is going to be a vlog of market prep with me. And this week we are working on mini keychains and bookmarks because I bought a really cute display for bookmarks. And while I'm not focusing on plushies, keychains I think are one of those things that are easy to make and give me a low cost item for my booth, so everything's not too expensive. Okay, so low hanging fruit goal would be to make about $50 worth of inventory. A really great goal would be to make about $100 worth of inventory, so we'll see how we go. I have my little, can you see that? I don't know if it will show you. Ignore my abysmal handwriting, but I want to make 4. This is such a crazy, not crazy, I mean, maybe it's not crazy, but okay. Anyways, I want to make 4 more blue chickens, which I already have the bodies done for that. 5 black chickens and 5 white chicken keychains. Now the blue and black chickens are from Stardew Valley. My next item is going to be Kirby's. I'd like to do like 6 in light pink and 6 in dark pink. Pikachu, just the head of a Pikachu. I want to do 5 of those, and then I'd like to do I think it's an evolution, but it might be a different Pokemon, but it's like a black version of Pikachu. So I'm going to do that, and I want to do 5 of those. Lofi hats from Lofi from, what is that, One Piece? I want to do 6 of those. Those should be super fast. So those are the keychains. Bookmarks for this week, I'd like to finish 5 flower ones, 5 witch ones. I found a cute little pattern for the Snitch from Harry Potter. So 5 of those, 5 mushroom ones, and 5 half crescent moon ones. And I think that will be enough to fill my display. And so yeah, that is the plan this week. Lots of keychains, lots of, unfortunately, plushie making. I'm not a huge amigurumi fan. It's not my favorite thing to make, honestly. But when it comes to like really cheap, quick, small items for a crochet booth, this is kind of like what I was able to come up with was keychains and bookmarks. Eventually, I would like to print my own bookmarks, like use art to print it, like either use my own art or buy commercial use art. But when I was looking into it on Etsy, it was really difficult to find commercial use artists that weren't using AI to create their what is the word, their images. So I kind of got discouraged off of that and decided just to like scrap that idea. So that's a future plan. But that's the plan for crochet this week. Business wise, this week, I need to register my business name because in the state of Oregon that I live in, if your first and last name are not in your business name, you need to register your name with the state. I'm not getting a business license. I'm just letting them know this is my name and this is my business name, so that way they can connect the two. So I need to do that. I need to order my business cards and my table runner. And I think that's it. At the end of the week, I obviously will have to inventory these all into I have a little spreadsheet that I use for my pricing and to keep track of my inventory so I know how much I have in stock. So I need to inventory that. Oh, and this morning I need to pack something that sold on Depop, a set of coasters sold. I need to pack and ship that out today because they bought that on like Friday and I forgot about it all weekend. So I really need to get that out today. And I already edited and posted my Instagram reel for the day. Glad I got that off my shoulders. But yeah, and if you notice, the quality of this video should be pretty darn good because I got a new camera. I decided to invest in one of those DJI cameras just because, mainly because I have a very old iPhone and I have my computer's not super old, but it is not built to do the things that I have been having it do with the editing. And it was just becoming a pain to transfer the footage from my phone to my computer. And not only that, but keeping track of what is for YouTube and what is for Instagram was getting really difficult for my brain to handle. And then also like having to set up two filming angles was kind of annoying also. So it was not a need, it was definitely a want, but I do think it's really going to help my workflow and help me post in YouTube videos a little more consistently because YouTube takes a lot of time and anything I can do to streamline that process I think is good. Now, I just want to quickly show you some things that I did make because I have them here and I forgot that I did. So these are some things that I made last week. I made these cute little Junimo. Aren't they so cute? They're little this one came out really small, but they're little Junimos from Stardew Valley. I did 2 in purple and 2 in blue. I still want to make 2 in green. And these are kind of a funny story. I made what do they call, what is he? This is a Pokemon. I believe he's called Oddish, but for some reason his little spikies want to curl down. I asked my boyfriend what he thought these were, and I asked my daughter what, well, I didn't ask her. She gave me unsolicited feedback on these, and they both thought they look like blueberries. But the beauty of it is I'm not going to be putting individual signage for my keychains. They're going to go on a little keychain board that just says keychains. So people can just, make what they will of these. They can look at them and either see an Oddish or see a blueberry. And yeah, I also found the super cute pattern for these. This isn't blocked yet, so it's kind of curled up on itself, but You see it has like little spikies. And then this is its tail. And they're little pocket dragons is what the pattern was called. And then I made like longer chains so you could use it as a bag charm. And I made one in blue. I have a other one ready to go. And my daughter snatched up the pink one I made. That has been another issue, not an issue, but that has been a new theme. Is every time I make something, my daughter is like, oh, can I have it? And I keep trying to explain, like, no, you can't have everything I make. It's for the market. But luckily, when I'm testing out a new pattern, the first one normally comes out pretty shitty anyway. So I've been able to give her the first one that I make, my like oopsie one that I make. And then that kind of appeases the whole, can I have it? It's about 10:07. Can you even see that? Yeah, 10:09 now. I think what I'll do is I'm going to go get comfy in the bed. I'm going to watch some The Other Bennett Sister, which if you are a period drama lover and you really like period drama, like romance, oh, what are ones that are like it? Like Downtown Abbey. That's all I can think of right now. But if you like that vibe, The Other Bennett Sister is really good. I really like it so far. I think I'm on episode 4. So we'll watch that for about an hour, see how much I can get done, and then we'll check in. We are gonna go make some chickens and watch The Bennett Sister. And I will talk to you later. Because what do you mean? You are engaged and you take this woman to a secret garden and whisper poetry to her. I mean, what do you expect from her? So I paused it because I've watched 2 episodes now. Let me just say, for anybody who cares about The Other Bennett Girl and knows what I'm talking about, the audacity of Mr. I Am Engaged to come up to her and be like, would you like me to ask him to quit talking to you? Is insane to me. But anyways. So we have 3 little bodies done. And I've started on the 4th. That's pretty good. And let's see. So that was 2 episodes, which I guess they're actually only 30 minutes. And I thought there was an hour, but c'est la vie. I'm going to stop here. It's 11:17, so I should probably get going on making a little bit of lunch. And then when I come back, there's a little bit of dust on you. Sorry, this camera, when it moves, looks like a robot, like E.T. It kind of freaks me out a little bit, but anyways, I'm gonna make a little lunch, and I might, while I'm eating my lunch, go ahead and order my table runner and business cards, but I'm not sure if I will get it finished. Anyways, what I was saying is I might go ahead and order my business cards and table runner while I'm eating my lunch, but that just depends on how long it takes me because I'm pretty sure I need to redesign my logo, especially for the table runner. I need to add a little bit more interest in it. Anyways, that was long-winded to say, winded way to say that I want to get that done today, but I don't want to spend 10 million years working on this cover, working on the design. So it depends on how long it takes, and so I'll do that, and then we'll get back to making chicken bodies. I'm getting a little bored of the chicken bodies, but I don't want to deviate from my plan of bulk making the bodies and then doing all of the other steps, because at the end of the day it is just faster to like do all the bodies and then do the assembly after. So we're gonna stick with the plan even though it's boring, which is really hard to do if you're someone who has attention span issues, to just like do something that you find boring. But anyways, lunchtime, and I will see you after lunch. Bye. Okay, I am back. I realized last time I talked to you, I did not have my mic on, so I hope you were able to hear me okay. But I ate my lunch. We have officially ordered the table runner and the business cards, and it was a little more expensive than I thought, but that's because when I had originally priced it out, I did the 24-foot table runner, but looking at it on the model with an 8-foot table, I think 30 looked better, and it also cut my logo off less, and I figured out my logo situation. So yeah, all in all, pretty productive. I'm feeling a little lethargic after eating now, so
I'm tired, boss.
what better thing to do than watch some more TV and crochet? So I did finish that black body, the black chicken body that I had started. And now I'm working on my 5th, and then I'll be done with the black ones, and I can start on the white, and then we can start with assembly. So that is where we are at. I am going to get off here, try to find some more energy, and get to crocheting. Anyways, so we are taking a break because my hands are getting angry. I want to start stuffing and adding in the sinker eyes. So for that process, I have 4 blue bodies. Let's see if that'll... 4 blue bodies to deal with, 5 black bodies, and 2 white ones. And so I'm going to stuff them, put in the eyes, and then I burn the back of the eyes. I'm just going to do the initial stuffing, put in the eyes, probably do the beak, and then before I sew them all up, I add more stuffing in. And then all that is left after that is the little bubble. Is that what they call this? The little top of the chicken head. So that's all that's left. That's what these look like. They're really simple little chicken design. I think they're super cute. But yeah, I'm still quite tired. So I might have an energy drink on my way to pick up my daughter, but it is currently 1:29. I had to leave here about 2:15 to go pick up my daughter, so I'm going to do a little time lapse and hopefully we can finish stuffing these guys and adding in the eyes by then. And I'll check in with you after. Alrighty. I have acquired the child and I got into some comfy pants now that I don't have to leave the house again. I attempted to film a very aesthetic video of me making this iced coffee. I will show you how that went. Not very well. But we have 3 black chickens done. And I have 7 bodies left to deal with. I'm not going to lie. I am losing steam on this project. I think that bulk making things is going to be kind of hard for me because I'm losing focus in it very easily, but we will persevere. Hopefully get these finished before I have to start fussing with dinner, which is in about an hour. And what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh, I had to stop watching the other Bennett sister, because the characters made me mad, and I need a break from them. I hope I'm not the only one who does this, but let me know if you do this too. If a show irritates me enough, or the characters irritate me enough, or it gets too sad, I have to take a break. Sometimes I will refuse to watch it altogether. Like Supernatural, for instance, I can never make it past season 6 or 7. Can't remember which season, but at some point, Dean ticks me off so much that I just rage quit the whole show, and I've never made it past that one point in the show, even though I've rewatched it so many times. But I'm not ready to rage quit it. I just needed to take a break because one character in particular really annoyed me. I thought we were getting somewhere. I thought we were going to have like a really cute romantic moment, and then he just ruined it. So I need to take a break. And I think I'm going to watch some YouTube while I finish up this project. Yeah, I'm going to watch some YouTube, finish this up. Okay, so it's been about an hour since I started. Here's what we have done. And here's what we've got left. So 3 white bodies and 1 blue body left to stuff. I am honestly exhausted of crocheting, specifically these little chickens. So I'm going to take a break from the night, call it a night. I think we made really great progress. So yeah, I'm going to call it a night here. I'm going to go get dinner started. I might crochet for fun later. I'm trying to remember to crochet for fun because this is what burnt me out last time I was crocheting for my business. I crocheted so much for the business and I had no time to crochet for myself, and it sucked the fun out of it. So I'm trying to make evenings and weekends my crochet for me time, but I also have other hobbies I want to do, and I've been really back in my writing game. Where my voice cracked. I've been really back into writing lately, so while that inspiration is hitting me, I like to try to write as much as possible. So I might do some writing later, and yeah, that's it. So we will check in tomorrow and I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. Hello. We are on a different day. Today is Wednesday, August 5th, and I had a doctor appointment this morning as well as dropping off my daughter at school. We did a little walk to school and I had to pick up some groceries, and I also dropped off an order that was placed on my Depop. So it is actually already 12:18. And I pick up my daughter 2:45. So we've got about 2 hours to really lock in and get some stuff done. I would really like to be done with these chickens. Let me show you what I've done so far. So I have about 4 of the blue chickens completely finished. I'm not going to show them all. I'll do like a little pan of it later, but I've got them all finished with their little bubble. So that's very cute. And so the blue chickens in Stardew Valley have like a chicken, like a purple whatever this thing is called on top, and then the black chickens have red. Just as a recap of what we have accomplished so far that we had as to-do list, I definitely already ordered my business cards. The table runner is ordered. I think by the end of today we'll be done with the chickens, so that will be all of my chicken prep done and we can start on something else. I'd really like to work on bookmarks next. Yeah, I think those were the main things I wanted to get done this week. So after I'm done with these chickens, we will start working on some bookmarks. I think I'm going to start on some flower bookmarks. And yeah, so I'll just do a little. I don't think I'm going to film myself messing with these chickens because I filmed so much yesterday of me doing the chickens. And there's only so much B-roll you can slap in these videos, I feel like. Also, I would really love to take my hair out of this ponytail and be able to relax without worrying about what I look like on camera. I am just really not an aesthetic person. I am not a I'm not gonna say I'm not a photogenic person, because I definitely think I can look nice. But when I'm crocheting, like, my face looks crazy. Like, I have resting bitch face for sure. Calm. Life with a protective lab is not for the weak. My heart is constantly being put to the test, that is for sure. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm just, I think what it boils down to is I'm just a little self-conscious, and comparison is the thief of joy, I know, but it is very difficult to not compare yourself to these very polished, beautiful looking crochet videos and Instagram reels, and like, their house looks immaculate, their studios are amazing, and I just don't have I don't have the space for a studio. This is not my house. I cannot decorate it the way I would love to decorate a house, so it doesn't have like the most aesthetic backgrounds. Like, there's really no pictures on the wall. The furniture is old and not, I wouldn't say gross, but it's old and on its last legs for sure. And I make do with what I have. But when you see the videos of people with like their she sheds and their yarn wall offices or their immaculate homes, it does get a little discouraging sometimes. To be like, who is going to want to watch my unaesthetic videos versus someone who has like beautiful stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna quit yapping. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but all that to say, I will check in with you later. For now, I'm going to veg on the couch like a little potato and watch some YouTube and finish these chickens. Really quick check in because I have to go pick up my daughter like right now, but we are officially done with the chickens. I have 5 black chickens, 4 blue chickens, and 2 white chickens finished.
Look at all those chickens.
And I'm going to call it good on the chickens for now. We can pick them up later on in the week, but I need a chicken break. Also, some kind of exciting news, hopefully, is I got a call for a job that I had applied for I think it was like a month ago. Just a little bit about my background. I am a medical billing specialist, like a health insurance analyst. I don't have my official coding license, which what I was going to school for. I just worked on like the processing side of things. And this job position is parallel line to what I've been doing. I think it'll be a good fit. And it's kind of one of those places that once you have your foot in the door, it's a really good like stepping off point because they really value internal hiring. So fingers crossed, that's Monday. That's set up for Monday. That goes well. But crochet wise today, I am so sorry if I look busted. I really need to wash my hair, but we're not talking about that right now. Crochet wise, I would like to get some bookmarks done. I want to work on the flower ones and I want to work on maybe the mushroom ones as well. I think that's all. So I will check in with you later. That moment when you think that you need iced coffee and then you tell yourself, no, don't make an iced coffee, drink water instead. And then an hour goes by and you're like, should have made the iced coffee. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm started for little like centerpieces for, I'm going to do 2 white and 2 pink of that in this like pretty soft pink, kind of like daisies. So that's going to be next. And then I finished 2 blue flowers. The blue and the black I think is really pretty. And then I did these really bright pink and yellow ones also. Get that out of the way. So 2 of those. So after that, that'll give me a total of 2, 4, 6, 8. That'll give me a total of 8 bookmarks. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go do the dishes and maybe get started on laundry. Yeah, so I'm gonna go do the dishes and maybe get started on cooking dinner, but in between those tasks, I will work on the white daisies and the pink daisies, and then we just have to make the stems and connect them, and these are really fast, so I'm happy about that because the chickens, even though I've gotten a lot of them done, it took like 2 days to get them finished, so I might be able to finish all these daisies tonight, which would be awesome because it's already Wednesday and by Friday I want to have pretty much everything done for the week. But we got this. Yeah, because you know what? The really main reason I need to do crunch time this week on the tiny things is because the following week, my mom and my grandma and my sister are coming in town from Arizona, and I will be able to crochet there, but we're going to be staying at Airbnb in like a resort town close. So I would rather not have to carry all of the stuff you have to carry when you do these stuffies. And I plan on just working on bigger projects. Anyways, I ran over for too much. I really had to go to the bathroom. So bye. Alrighty. Hello, we are on a brand new day. Today is Friday, and if you're like, Sierra, what happened to Thursday? Well, let me tell you. I woke up feeling just kind of super off, and I was having some neck pain, so I decided to take a break from filming and from crocheting. And yeah, I just had a really chill, relaxing day. While my daughter was at school, I took advantage of that, and I played some Infinite Nikki, and I finished The Other Bennett Sister, which the ending got me. I cried like a little baby, so there's that. I totally recommend that series if you have not watched it. So today is Friday. It's already 5:18. It's been a very long day. My daughter had a dentist appointment this morning, and then it's summer. She doesn't have summer school today, so I've just been spending the day entertaining her. You know, we went to the pool, all that jazz. But really quickly, while I have a moment, because she's in the shower, I just wanted to catch up with how we're doing with everything. So here's my bag of finished items. So we have gotten quite a bit done. And then here's my little baggie of things to finish. So first off, I tried to start doing some Lofi hat keychains. I just really hated the way they looked, so I decided to cut those. I think I just need to find, I think it's the acrylic yarn. I think I need cotton yarn. I just didn't like how fuzzy it looked. Here's our little notebook of things. So far we have 4 out of the 5 blue chickens done. Black chickens, 100% done. We have 5 done. 2 out of the 5 white chickens are done. And I have 2 more bodies in here. So we're pretty close to that. I'm going to cross the Lofi hats off the list because we aren't going to make those. Which is kind of a shame because this is really an anime, like, this would be an anime style item that I think would sell well. But I refuse to sell things that I feel like look like crap. So that's why we're getting rid of that. Flower bookmarks. I actually have 2. I only said I wanted 5, but I actually have 6 done now. And I have 2 more to finish in here. So those will be nice once we're done. And then I started the moon. I started the moon shape. I'm going to do 2 in this white, and then I think I'm going to do 2 in a yellow. And then I'm going to do blue and black string, and I think I'll put stars at the end is what I plan on doing with that. So let me show you the bookmarks because I love the way they came out. Come on. So I did 2 in this beautiful pink color. I'm gonna definitely block these just to help with the these to lay flat and for the flowers to unfurl fully. So I will definitely block them before I price them and put them in my bag of finished goods. But anyway, so we have 2 of these done. I did 2 of this beautiful dark blue with the center is black. And then we have the classic daisy color, 2 white. And I don't know if I ever showed you guys the chickens finished. So here's my little... Why my daughter will forever tell me she doesn't have to go to the bathroom before she gets into the shower or bath, and then proceeds to need to go to the bathroom 5 seconds later, I will never understand. Anyways, so where were we? What did I do with white chickens? Where did I put those white chickens? Oh my gosh. What did I do with the white chickens? No, but seriously, what did I do with the white chickens? Did I have them in my hand when I walked out of the room? Oh my god. The answer is yes, I did have them in my hand when I left the room, so lovely. Anyways, so we've got 2 white chickens. These were the blue chickens, all done with their eyes. Doo-doo-doo. Look at how cute these black chickens came out. Is that not so cute? Here is the 5 black chicken family. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And then this weekend on Sunday, which I will include, I want to do a mock setup of my table so that way I can A, see how full it is / empty it is, and B, decide what signage I need for everything so I can design it and get it printed and laminated. My business cards, I think, are here today. They must be in the mail. I'll have to wait till my boyfriend gets home for that because I don't have a mail key. The plan for the rest of the night, I think what I want to do is make the rest of these moons, because they were super quick, get those finished and get the stars and the tails done for their, what's the word I'm looking for? To make the whole bookmark. So really sorry that I'm horrible at making eye contact with this camera. I will try to get better at it. But it's very unnatural feeling to stare into the soul of this like little robot looking camera. But yeah, so I will check in with you guys tomorrow whenever I can, and we will do a little progress update. Okay, hello guys. It is now Saturday. I apologize if I look a little crazy. It's been a very busy day. To be honest, my anxiety kind of got the best of me yesterday. Essentially, after I got off of chatting with you guys on Friday, I went into like sheer panic mode of I don't have enough stuff and I don't have enough time, and yeah, I turned into a little crazy person for 24 hours. And then today I was looking at the calendar and I realized that I had assumed this was like my last full week of prep because next week my family's coming into town. And then I thought that the following week was the market, but that is not true. I have another full week after next week to prep for this market. So I really needed to calm down. But we have calmed down. We got a lot of stuff done. I'm not going to show you everything right now because I have it all ready to start my mock-up, which is what we're going to do right now. So I just wanted to come in here, kind of explain what's going on. I have it set up in my garage right now because that's the only space big enough for this table. Was like, that would still give me shade outside. So it's set up in front of my garage. I'm going to try to set up the camera in a way where you guys can see me like moving things around, and then when I'm comfortable with everything, I'll kind of give you a tour and then you can see everything that I've gotten done. But well, I guess I actually can tell you what all I got done because I have my little list here. So we finished 4 Kirby's, 1 Pikachu, 1 white chicken, 2 flower bookmarks, and a black Umbreon. No, I don't know why I said black, but an Umbreon. But the Umbreon I'm not going to sell because look at how hideous this came out. It's actually like scary how bad that came out. So that was a fail. I spent all morning putting everything into my spreadsheets, putting everything that needs to be keychained, marking the prices of the items that needed to be marked with prices. And yeah, so that's all done. They're ready to go. So I will get you guys set up somewhere in the garage. Hopefully my camera doesn't overheat. It also looks like the battery's running low, but I have the backup battery charging, so we should be fine. And yeah, let's try to set up this table together. Okay, so let me walk you through the table. This is not as great of a experiment as I thought it would be. I'm feeling a little discouraged, but let me just show you some things that I'm loving so far, which one of them is this super cute keychain setup I have. So I have 2 sizes, mini keychains, full-size keychains, and I'll put a sign here and here with the price. And I'm also offering them like 2, like if you buy 2 you get a better deal. And so I have a corner table, and so I wanted like you to be able to see stuff. Let me pull this back. As you're walking, I wanted you to be able to see some of the stuff. So I think I'm not really liking the way these bandanas are displayed right now. So I think what I'm going to do is get little clips and I'm going to display them on the sides of this panel. And that gives me more real estate in these cubbies for things. Because what I think I'll do is I'm going to return these baskets. I don't like the way these baskets are looking. So I will have dice bags here, the small size. And then this is going to be hats. All of my cat beanies, and I have a little display for my cat beanies. And then the bottom 2 I think will turn into small dice bags. And then I'm going to find some other kind of metal display, I think, for this middle section that I'm really like not happy with. Is this section right here, and then in front of this pegboard. I have it laying down right now because standing up with the wind it keeps wobbling, which won't be an issue for the market because it's an indoor market, and it's stable on its own. It's just not stable with the wind. And then by the time I do an outdoor market, I'll just have to figure out a new setup. But it's perfect for my bag, so I can fit 1 full-size bag and a smaller bag right there, and then a little basket for my coasters. But yeah, I'm definitely going to return these wicker baskets. I just don't like the way they look. And then I am going to have to buy plastic plastic holders for these keychains to get them to look more polished and nice. And I also think I'm going to buy another one so I can have 1 in 1. But yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. I know I'm probably being too hard on myself because this is my first market, and something just dropped. This is my first market, and I think I'm being too hard on myself, but I don't want my table to look empty. So I have a lot of crocheting I've got to get done for sure. and I need to work on this display a lot and really like maybe sketch it out more of what I want it to look like. I have bought 2 decorative items. I don't even want to bother setting it up right now just because I'm so like unsure. Oh, I gotta go. Daughter's crying. Crisis averted. Child has been calmed down. I just wanted to chit chat while I finish putting all of this stuff back up. But yeah, so from this test run, the only thing I'm truly happy with is my keychain display. Everything else I'm kind of like about right now. So what I think I'm going to have to do is figure out a way. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry if my energy is rough. I'm just exhausted and I'm a little down, bummed, I guess is the best word, because I'm not super happy with the way things look. So if I drop one more thing, I'm gonna scream, I swear.
It's just not good.
Yeah, I just really need to take some time to like really think it through. I had a good idea of everything I wanted to make, and you know, I got a good amount of stuff done, but clearly not enough. Like, I don't have enough dice bags. The only thing I'm really okay with right now is like bookmarks. Right now I have plenty of bookmarks. Also next time I'm going to make sure to test out my display indoors. I think it might be a while before I do an outdoor market, just based off of how chaotic it is to set things up when the elements are fighting against you. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to rearrange my office a little bit so I can set this table up in there, and then I can do multiple test runs of my displays. I also need to work on my signage. I need to have time to figure out my signage and stuff too. So yes, needless to say, we are 3 weeks away and I have so much left to do. And I had kind of talked myself out of my panic today because I was like, oh, I've got 3 weeks. And now I'm looking at this display and I'm like, holy shit, I only have 3 weeks. So yes, I'm gonna sign off here. Sorry to end it on kind of a lower note, but I also don't want to like come on here and lie and be like, oh my gosh, I did my first test run and everything was great and I'm so excited and like everything's perfect, because that's so fake. So everything is okay, but it could be better. And I'm gonna take a week off of filming because next week my family's coming to town, and honestly I need my sole focus to be this. I might also take a break from Instagram for a week, which is like Instagram suicide, but I need to like figure this out. But I will definitely come back the week before the market, and then you will see me the week of the market as well. So until then, I will see you guys next time, and thank you for sticking along this semi-chaotic ride. Bye.